great if I could... What did I do? Nope. I may end up moving this around. It was unpleasant. Alright, here we go. Ready?
Welcome to Nerd the Noob, episode 39. It's 1 year later. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Nerd the Noob. My name is Greg. I am your nerd.
I am Michael, and I am the noob.
And we have been so for a year now.
Has it really been a year?
Here's
the question, though. How many weeks are in a year?
Oh, no, we've missed episodes.
Okay, how many weeks are in a year?
52.
What episode is this?
39.
Do the math.
We missed some.
Okay. So, guys, yeah, for those of you, if this is your first time seeing the show, this is a live show that we do once a week, or we try to do it once a week, on Sundays around 8-ish Central Time. We do pretty much nerdy type news. Honestly, it's just turned to anything we want to talk about.
It has.
I mean, like today, for great example, I am expanding my handyman repertoire.
Big word for you.
Yes, it was.
Did you get that off your handyman toilet paper?
I took apart the top tank of the toilet and fixed the little water gauge thingy.
You are one step closer to a trained monkey.
I know! Yay! And I only put like a gallon of water in the floor.
Just it? That's it?
Just a gallon. And yeah, it was, you know, it was okay. I mean, a couple of towels and a bucket.
What do you mean, okay? He dragged me and his wife into that bathroom, and then goes, look, it works.
Wait, I also fixed the arm. The arm had broken, too, so. What? I'm proud of myself.
He did handyman it up. Let's give him a round of applause.
I'm proud of myself for that. It was very... Alright, so, as you said a minute ago, it's been a year.
It has been a year. I wanted to, before we got into the show, wanted to kind of do a retrospective of what a year ago looked like for us.
I lost that page.
We looked at it. We do an average of about...
I can't read that.
We do an average of about, what, 20 articles a week now?
Something like that.
Give or take. And so we looked up our first one, and holy crap. It is...
I want to read the doc to you. Okay, so the first thing is introductions. Talk about the show and who we are. All right, let's try this. Hi, I'm Michael. I'm the noob.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm the nerd. Okay,
we got that down. Wrong. Second, this is a show where we talk about nerdy type news, where, you know, whatever we want to talk about during the day. That cool? That's cool. All right, the next thing up, it says news. And I kid you not, it says important to nerds.
Shut up. I wrote this entire thing in one day.
Number one, it says discuss Marvel changing the Avengers cartoon to another Avengers cartoon. Okay.
Number two was the Adam West Batman TV show might be going to DVD. Don't think that's happened yet. A year later, I don't think that's happened.
Justice League movie is going to happen. Maybe. No. Yes. So this proves that a year ago today...
We've talked about the same crap.
We still don't know if that show is going to happen.
We did a Young Justice segment, so we can talk about that.
This is the whole reason we started the show.
I know.
Because Young Justice was a show, and we decided we were watching it, we wanted to have a talk about it. And so that was our long box. So those 3 articles and that was our quote-unquote long box. The next thing is we've got Comic of the Week from Nerd and the Noob. We actually wrote that part.
Actually, it says Nerd and the Noob!
We apparently read Earth 2 from Comicology. I'm assuming it says good.
We're not going to read the rest of that.
And then we had, a segment that died.
The Noob Discusses was the first segment, I guess you'd say.
That died.
And it was about George Lucas retiring.
I was so happy. I might have cried a little bit.
And that was it. It was like, we stressed to put a 45-minute show together.
Yes, it was... That's it.
And that wasn't even on video. That wasn't on anything. So a year later, and now we get 3 pages for a doc, and we're barely trying to get done in an hour 45 minutes.
That's just awesome. I absolutely love it. Cannot believe.
Also, just a real quick note. For those of you who are older, you may remember a short-lived cartoon in the late 80s called Dinosaurs. It was something we had when we were kids. We've been looking for it for years.
It's on Amazon.
Amazon Instant has the first 21 episodes for like 99 cents each or $1.99 each. Oh my god! Oh my god! It holds up.
I was gonna say, to me, it holds up.
Sorta.
Just saying. That holds up.
The second
I'm
episode.
sitting here looking around the room going, where's the camera?
The second episode features them going to the Astrodome because, as we all know, everyone can get into the Astrodome.
Also, you know, something we were talking about the show then and now. Something that's kind of funny. Ryan in the chat just said that we were one of the first few shows, the first several shows was when we were in the cramped room.
It's the same room.
It's actually the same room. I just decided to open the space up. Because when we first started this, my setup was built for gaming. It was built for my YouTube, my live stream, that kind of stuff. Well, I've backed off on that, and now we've got it built for the
podcast.
The podcast. Who knows? Maybe next year it'll be built for our video production company. Noob Enterprises.
NATN Productions.
Maybe.
That's what I'm going with.
Maybe.
Brought to you by the producer.
Brought to you by the producer. As always, brought to you by... a cooking program! I could get a grill in here, and we could grill in with the Noob.
Only if you learn how to do, like, the shrimp in the pocket. Ah. Okay, so we're going to move out. Oh, by the way, our producer wanted to point out he had a long weekend. He said his pool team finished second in the APA City playoffs out of 64 teams.
Nice.
Way to go, Les! He's a shark. Don't ever play pool with him.
Yeah,
ever.
you're not allowed to.
Ever. We take him with us to get money.
If he bet you money, run quickly.
Alright, so we're going to move into the long box this week. It is our first long segment. The first one is Nerds+Guns equals Sci-Fi Weapons.
Wait, you don't want to describe what the long box is for new people?
The long box is the segment of the show where we actually take a longer topic or something that we actually have interest in and discuss it at length. Thus, long.
Which is kind of funny. The name just makes me laugh because we get long box when it's actually
3 items.
3 items. Short box gets 28,000 items.
Yes, but some of those take 30 seconds for us to run through. So
fair enough. All right, so we got the 25 coolest sci-fi movie weapons. It says, it's true, good science fiction movies are all about discussing and exploring the human condition and big philosophical ideas. But make no mistake, we also love sci-fi because of the tech inherent to the genre. Be it spaceships, robots, time travel, machines, or whatever else can be imagined, sci-fi can be just plain cool because of the shiny and sometimes lived-in flourishes.
Alright, let's scroll down and see what they got.
Are you going to be able to read this week?
I have no clue.
Okay. Number 25 is the Alpha Omega Bomb.
Beneath the Planet of the Apes. The folks behind the original Planet of the Apes were satisfied with virtually wiping out mankind's civilization via nuclear war. I've never seen them, so...
As revealed at the end of the first film, so in the sequel, Beneath the Planet of the Apes, they introduced this device, which, as Charlton Heston's ever-lovable tailor puts it, can burn the planet to a cinder, and that's exactly what happens in the closing moments of the film. Spoiler! It's only a, 30-year-old film. We won't even talk about the face-peeling mutant freaks who spent millennia worshipping the thing as their god. Hand grenade.
What?
Go for it. This is number 24.
By the way, Mr. Producer, give us a 5-minute time limit. We're going to try and get through this. Death Race, 2,000 stars. David Carradine as a famed racer named Frankenstein. If you shake hands with the... His ultimate plan is to win the Transcontinental Road Race, shake hands with the president, and kill him with a grenade that is built into his fake hand. Oh, jeez.
The number 23 is SOL Satellite. This is from Akira. When bad shit goes down in Neo Tokyo and crazy kids like Tetsuo start to display intense psionic abilities, the government tries to gain the upper hand by firing this orbital weapon at the kids. Bad idea. And while the SOL satellite can't get the job done, it is nonetheless a massive display of power from the sky and a really wicked sequence in the film. Canada.
Canada.
Oh, okay.
Gristle gun. Skip it. I don't have any freaking idea what that is.
Let's see. Let's go to something we know.
That's a sonic gun from Minority Report.
Alright. There wasn't much of this piece in the Tom Cruise, Steven Spielberg film, but we liked what we saw and heard. Yeah, the sonic part allows for some sweet sound effects, and the swivel motion of the hilt for relocating we think is pretty cool too.
That reminds me of the gun that the Alliance use in Firefly. That little pulse gun that they have.
Oh, okay.
Next page.
I clicked it. Let's see. Let's skip.
Mini nuke from Starship Troopers. I remember that one. The one where that they blast into the hole.
How would you put a mini nuke next to your face?
Not even a chance in hell.
Then you got the noisy cricket. Everybody knows the noisy cricket.
I feel like I'm gonna break this damn thing.
I would definitely.
Do you think you can
think about giving somebody else the noisy cricket?
Shot his ass across the room, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Head bomb from Total Recall. That one was one of the grossest scenes ever in a movie.
It's a weird scene.
When you need to sneak into a heavily fortified Martian installation, somehow smuggling a weapon at the same time, it's best to kill two birds with one stone. Arnold Schwarzenegger made an entrance as only he can by disguising himself as a large, red-headed woman. The mask was the bomb, pretty much. Holy crap. Seismic charges. I have so many people who hate this because the Firefly verse does it pretty much correct. You can't hear anything in space, and yet you have a seismic charge that would require. Even I will give that, and I love Star Wars.
Nice. Tron identity disc. Imagine if your wallet contained every last piece of information about you and took the form of a frisbee. I'd do that.
I'd take a frisbee.
Absolutely.
We would get ours switched.
Probably. Let's see. And what if you could use that frisbee as a weapon, which makes total sense.
Right. Take your identity and use it as your weapon.
Throw it at people.
Throw it.
Yeah. It's like, here, take it. Let's see. It's something that bounces off walls and turns anyone it touches into a pile of corrupted
Do you think they play
data.
frisbee golf?
Absolutely. I mean, what do you do when you're not killing other life forms? You go, dang! I missed the net.
Next page.
Do. That's it's not a weapon, but I remember the motorcycle from
Oh, yeah.
Don't ask me where the
I don't know
came
what
from.
the heck this is. The Looker gun from Looker.
Go for it.
Not a clue. 1981. That's why I don't know what the hell it is.
Monomolecular wire from Johnny Mnemonic. Ooh, I remember this one.
This movie is creepy. Monomolecular wire isn't a unique concept in popular fiction, but Johnny Mnemonic
made it cool.
The idea is simple: a thin chain of diamond. I cannot say the damn word.
Molecules with unbreakable bonds that can be used as a garrote or whip. Even better is the fact that the molecular generators are stored in assassins' thumbs. It's sort of like having a lightsaber stashed in your fingertips. I loved that movie.
This is a good one. The Auto 9 from RoboCop. Serve the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold the law, carry this big-ass gun. That's all you have to say. You have to store it in your leg at that point.
Oh, now we have a classic. Proton Pack.
High five on the Proton Pack. Don't cross the streams.
The government classifies them as an unlicensed nuclear accelerator. We prefer to think of them as the best damn device for getting rid of ghosts you'll ever come across.
The Proton Packs allow the Ghostbusters to rein in everyone from Slimer to the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Those things were awesome, and Bill Murray is a effing genius.
Thermal detonators.
Yes!
Because he's holding a thermal detonator. Cue Salacious Crumb getting all cutesy scared. Oh, okay.
Remember,
is this the bomb they dropped in?
No. This is when Leia is disguised and she's in Jabba's palace and she and like lights it, and they go because he's holding a thermal detonator.
Oh. All right. Well, let's see what else we got. This is a good one. I like this one. Come on. Deckard's gun from Blade Runner. I've never watched Blade Runner.
I haven't either. I think I know we should watch.
Just gonna skip that one. A phaser! Set your phaser to kill.
let's be specific here. We're not talking about the pingy sounding handguns used in J.J. Abrams' reboot. No, it's the incendiary. Wipe the floor with these bad boys variety of phasers that has shown up in the likes of Wrath of Khan and First Contact that gets us going. Sure, you can blah-de-blah-de-blah.
Let's see. What is this? Predator 2? Never looked at. The Genesis device from Star Trek 2.
I remember that one.
What do we got? M41A pulse rifle from Aliens.
I don't watch those movies.
I didn't either, but that's an awesome rifle. Let's get into the top ones here. We are done with 5 minutes, by the way.
Well, we've only got a couple more left, and then we'll move on.
All right. Oh,
the Death Star, number 5. Enough said? How is that number 5?
Here's a good question. How many times has this been... Somebody has petitioned the White House to build this. Number 4 is Weirdling module from Dune. In the original Dune novel, the Weirdling Way is an advanced and highly precise form of martial arts.
Okay.
When he took on the challenge of adapting Dune for the big screen, one of the many changes David Lynch made was to replace the Weirdling Way with Weirdling modules. Neat.
We don't know yet.
Number 3,
District 9. Wow, that movie's fairly new for that
Arc
rank.
Gun. That thing is huge.
What the hell
One
is
of the
that?
many excellent aspects of Neil Blomkamp's Alien Refuge Tale District 9, the otherworldly weapon is certainly up near the top of the list, and the concept that only the aliens themselves can use these guns is pretty interesting too. That thing looks awesome.
The Glaive from Kroll. Don't know it, so we're moving on to the number one.
one.
The lightsaber. Star Wars rules everything. I am sad though. Someone mentioned that the sonic screwdriver didn't get there.
It's not really a weapon. It's a tool.
The lightsaber is a damn good weapon.
Not the lightsaber, the sonic screwdriver.
I know. I'm just saying.
The sonic screwdriver is a tool.
So what do you guys think? Shoot us an email. What is your favorite technological weapon or device from anything? And we're going to move on. Nope. Next one.
Hang on.
What is your... A lightsaber is my favorite, hands
I'm
down.
trying to think.
If it pops in your head...
Okay. We'll think about it. I'll think about it. The next thing up is 5 reasons why June will be awesome for Nerbs, which, in case you don't know, is us. We're
Our
the
peoples. We're the Nerbs.
We have nerds and noobs.
5 reasons why your June will be awesome. Let's find out if this is for real.
You can finally play The Last of Us.
I have seen so much on that game.
Need to buy that.
We are all going to play that.
Let's see. Let's make this one a little bit big. Oh my goodness!
You're making the wrong screen.
PlayStation 3 may be reaching the end of its life cycle, but that doesn't mean that it still doesn't have a couple more tricks up its sleeve. Created by Uncharted developers, I'm sold. Naughty Dog, The Last of Us seems to have all the makings of a classic and will hopefully be worthy.
A worthy swan song for the PlayStation 3. It just looks incredible.
Yeah, that does look really good. I've got to look at that. Let's see. The Man of Steel swoops into
If this
cinemas.
movie's bad, I'm done. I'll retire. I will not do nerd stuff. I will go straight to sports, and I'm done.
Is it going to be Nerd and the Noob sports style?
Oh my god, I just cannot. If this movie is bad.
I was listening to something the other day. People are complaining because, we've probably seen 5-10 minutes of the movie in previews alone.
Yeah, but it's going to be a 2.5 hour movie.
Still, but you got to think they put major plot points in there.
Yeah. I don't care. I saw the projection. From the hype alone, they're projecting $1.34 billion.
Oh, yeah. What was that article? I found it. I don't know if I shared it.
Do not go searching for it.
I don't know if I shared it, but it was, I think I found it on Reddit. I've been addicted to Reddit lately. But I think I found it on Reddit. It was already said that the pre-sales on Fandango for Man of Steel have already surpassed the sales from Iron Man. Let's see if you can go find it. See if you can find a Reddit that says, record-breaking Fandango for Man of Steel, something like that.
I was told to take up bird watching if Man of Steel is bad and I retire.
I could totally. I'll tell you what. You take the binoculars and you're looking at the birds. I'm like, oh, look at this birdie. Oh no, it flew away. Oh, but he finds another bird, and he's going to zoom in on this
Oh, look,
bird.
look,
This
look.
is a red one.
It's white-breasted.
But yeah, I saw that. I'm like, this is not this. It's probably one of the most anticipated of the year.
This one, neither one of us care about. The next one down.
It's
Queens of the Stone Age is like clockwork. I don't listen to the Queens of the Stone Ages, so E3. I actually want to sit down and watch E3 this year.
Okay, see, now I have a problem with E3.
What?
The new Nintendo console has already been announced. The new
they've all been announced.
The
but
new Xbox console has already been announced.
Okay.
And the new PlayStation console has already been announced. What's left for E3?
The announcement of Archie, the live-action movie? Not kidding. Not kidding.
Archie?
Archie. There's a live-action one in the production.
Who's playing Archie?
I have no effing idea. But I saw it. Just random.
Archie.
I do want to watch E3, though, because I think they will bring a lot of stuff into it this year. Not to mention, we get our E3 coverage from the same place. SourceFed and Philip DeFranco.
Alright, here's another one. Uh-oh.
Arrested Development is back.
Michael, look. Thank you.
Oh, we got something on the Man of Steel thing.
Backing up. Hey, he found my article. Let's see. A few Hollywood news sites are reporting Wednesday afternoon that Man of Steel is now the top-selling film on Fandango, despite the film not officially opening until Friday, June 14th. According to the reports, Man of Steel is already outpacing The Purge and The Internship, which both opened this week, and it's reportedly outpacing all other summer 2013 releases at the same point in its release cycle. This presumably includes Iron Man 3, which opened to $74 million in North America the first weekend in May, and will eventually accumulate over $1.2 billion worldwide.
Alright, scroll down, see if it gives a number.
Comic book readers, no numbers? Nope.
No numbers.
Comic book readers know that at least immediate fate of a Justice League film is presumed to be hinged on Man of Steel being a box office success.
If DC and Warner Brothers take a bath on this, they're done.
Oh, absolutely.
Like it's over.
And yes, FYI, damn, he's good. I just tell him to get this random article, and he finds the article that I read.
All right, back to our list. Arrested Development is back. I have watched the show. I need to watch it from the beginning. It is funny. It's so weird.
I think the only one in this that I'd care to watch is Michael Cera and
Jason Bateman's funny.
Jason Bateman. What's Michael Arnett Arnett, the one that's going to be in Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
But otherwise, I don't really watch Arrested Development.
And that would be that list. I agree with two of them. The biggest one is Superman.
Yeah, I mean,
if that's gonna,
for us at least,
that's gonna make or break the entire year.
And The Last of Us. I mean, I'm telling you, my only problem with playing other games, like streaming other games, is the fact that I tend to get a little bored because I've been doing the creative stuff in Minecraft for so long.
Yeah, but this is like an into the world, like survivalist thing.
Right.
I think it would be really cool.
By the way, it was Will Arnett.
Yeah, I got that.
From Arrested.
All right, moving on to our next article in the long box. Because we're trying to pace ourselves today.
We need 5 minutes on the clock, please.
Zack Snyder says Justice League option is open.
All right. Going over here.
Yank. You are not doing well at that
I am
today.
not doing well with this today. We're going to hit that button and go over here. There we go. The door is definitely open. With director Zack Snyder's Man of Steel still a week away from the multiplex, and expectation for the Christopher Nolan-produced Superman reboot sky high, the question has been hanging heavy on fans' minds. Will a Nolan-style Batman join Snyder's version of The Last Son of Krypton on screen for the long-rumored Justice League movie?
Hero Complex posed this query to both filmmakers earlier this week in search of answers during interviews for a profile of Snyder that will appear in the LA Times Sunday on the 16th. In his what the frick is that word?
Where?
That has got to be a typo.
Where?
Tchotchke. In his tchotchke-filled office.
Wait, I'm sorry. The first letter you had just a second ago was tech.
I thought that was an E.
Where am I looking at?
Third paragraph. In his tchotchke-filled office.
Oh.
On the Warner Brothers launch, Snyder Film confirmed that the seed for Justice League, a DC Comics equivalent of Marvel's The Avengers, that features a superhero A-list including Aquaman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, has indeed been planted within the Man of Steel.
Yay!
You know what you're going to see? He's going to be going over the water, you're going to see dolphins, and then you're going to see Aquaman.
That would be amazing. Just like a short wave, he's like pops out, word, and then he just goes back down. Oh my god, that would be great. I would die laughing for that. Oh my god.
Just like you see the dolphins come up and do flips, and you see him come out.
Like a little slow-mo shot, and just literally all you see him is go.
Or he could be in the water and then just kind of slowly come up, and he's doing like the backstroke, but he's doing it so fast. He's like, "Why are you so slow?"
Oh, that would be so good.
Do the DC shareholders... do the DC characters exist in the universe I created? The answer is yes, Snyder said. In my mind, we have this fantastic character of Superman. It's not madness that there will be others. Now, that being said, does a good God Almighty...
Does a Justice League movie exist now? No, he continued. Whether or not I ever get to make that movie, I don't know.
If this movie makes $1.34 billion, you can be damn sure somebody's making it.
I don't know we've killed this, but I'm telling you, this is an almost impossible movie to do.
I agree.
Because you've shot yourself in the foot because, okay, with Justice League, you have to at least have the big three, right?
Yes.
You have to have Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Okay? Superman you're fine with. Wonder Woman is looking like the hardest thing in the world to cast. Batman, I'm telling you, that picture of Megan Fox dressed as Wonder Woman looks pretty good.
I've seen some better ones, I'll show you.
Okay.
Not to mention Wonder Woman XXX, the parody. You saw the picture. You know what I'm talking about. That was a damn good costume.
Anyway, the problem is with Batman, I don't know. He doesn't want to do that anymore.
I just don't know. I think it's going to happen. All right. So, I think it's going to happen.
I don't know.
If this movie makes that much money, they will start production on Man of Steel 2, because God forbid they come up with a new title for a Superman movie.
Notice that is Superman even said in this movie?
Hey, Indiana Jones had 4 movies, and yet all 4 of them had a different fucking title.
No. Is
say
Superman in this movie?
Or is it the Man of Steel?
Well, because it's called the Man of Steel. And when they mention the S on his suit, it said that it means courage, right?
It means hope.
Hope. Thank you. Sorry.
I think at the end of the movie, I think Lois, like at the end of the movie, something major is going to happen, and it's going to like pan in on an article that Lois writes that says, "The Man of Steel are Superman," something like that. Damn! I just wrote the ending of the movie.
How many times have I wrote the ending of this movie already?
Shut up.
I've told you how to fix this movie.
Pan it in paper.
I've told. Well,
in this case, it would be on an iPad.
The Green Lantern
it would be on an iPad that says like a Toyota commercial on it.
I had the Green Lantern version of this ending, where you had one of the different Green Lanterns come in and go, "I need your help," and then that's the end of the movie. Or you have.
Do you think they pull off a Marvel end of credit sequence?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Marvel doesn't own that.
Well, okay.
I mean, Marvel doesn't own that part, but I think they have to. If this is connected to something, then they've got to have some kind of end of credit scene.
Completely true.
Because I don't know.
The Easter eggs are already out there. You're going to see stuff from LexCorp and Wayne Enterprises.
Was that spoiled?
It's a Wayne Enterprises satellite, I think, of something that happens.
Oh, there's a good one. Somebody in the chat says a red blur. That would be simple. You wouldn't need a casting for that.
Look, we've already figured out how to get Aquaman in it.
I'm sorry. That would just make me laugh. Although, I'm telling you, you've started reading the Justice League trade I gave you, right?
Yeah.
That is not the same Aquaman everybody makes fun of.
No. He's a badass character.
He will just straight up stab you with that trident. I mean, he's just like,
I like the red blur, though, at the end. It's like, they're talking to him at the end, or someone, he's saying, I've got to go, someone needs help, and then all of a sudden you see...
There's no casting
and then he just
involved.
goes... Never mind.
There's no casting involved. You don't need a suit. You don't need to make the suit or anything like that. You just have the red blur with a little bit of gold in it. Do like the new version of... Yeah. Telling you. That's a good one.
We wrote it.
No, Agamemnon wrote that one.
Yeah.
That one could work because, like I said, there's no casting involved.
Out of every character, they still know how to present all of them. Aquaman will be presented as the badass royal, and he will come out as one of everybody's favorite characters. And I guarantee they bring in Jeff Johns to do it.
I was gonna say, you know why, right? Because apparently, from what I've read and reading lately, is Green Lantern was dying. The series was kind of floundering, dying a little bit, and when Jeff Johns took it over 10 years ago.
Yep.
And now it's one of the biggest franchises DC has.
Yep. So now he's going to try and do it with another character.
Well, he already does Justice League. He's been doing. He started the New 52, so he's been doing it for a couple of years at least. And so, I'm just curious. I'm going to have to start figuring out what other projects he's going into, because is he going to take something over like Aquaman and just completely change the mythos
he's doing it
of Aquaman?
It's his book right now.
Yeah, Justice League.
Aquaman is his book right now.
Okay, so I mean, and he's changing the mythos of all
I
this
read
stuff.
the first two or three issues of it, and my favorite is still he goes into a fish and chips place and orders the fish and chips, and someone turns around and goes, "All right, are you allowed to eat that?" And then he just goes, "Yes, I can eat fish."
Something else. Les in the chat is talking about Arrow. I finally have watched that.
I need you to send me the site you're using.
I'm 22 episodes in. Or 21 something. I'm almost done with the first season. It's not great. Don't get me wrong. It's not amazing, but it's not bad at all. It's a good, solid show. Once you get past some of the beginning stuff. The actors in it all kind of work out. The bad guys, like Deadshot, I like the way they did his whole setup. They actually showed why he's got the little red eye thing. They show, what's the guy with the half and half mask?
I know.
Deathstroke.
Yeah.
Deathstroke. Deathstroke from the comics was Wade something, or whatever his name was. But he's actually a quote-unquote good guy, whereas his partner is Deathstroke. He's the one running around with the mask and everything. I mean, they've done some.
Do you think they should be able to
Slade Wilson? Thank you, Les.
Do you think they should be able to do bring in Arrow stuff and the Henry Cavill Superman stuff? Real quick, last answer, then we're moving on. Do you want to combine those universes?
I think it would be amazing. Wouldn't it be cool that... Okay, so you watch the Superman movie. That's awesome. And then Arrow comes out and you get mentions. That's one thing I really liked about the new Iron Man movie is you got those mentions of the Avengers. Yes, it wasn't a whole lot. There wasn't a whole lot to it, but it was the fact that it
made it one universe.
Exactly. They put that in there. I thought it was very, very good.
Okay, so we're going to move out of the long box. I hope you guys enjoyed that part. We're trying to keep ourselves timed just a little bit today. And coming up next is the comic of the week, which we did read one this week. It's been a while since we actually read one.
This one was Thor God of Thunder #1, written by Jason Aaron, drawn by Esad Ribac, and colored by Dean White.
Now, I heard about this book through the iFanboy podcast that I listened to.
Okay.
And I agreed with them. There are 3 versions of Thor in this book.
Yeah.
There's teenage Thor, I guess you would say. Close to it.
Let's call him 20.
Okay, 20's Thor, the Mighty Avengers Thor,
which I would probably put him in his early 30s, early to late 30s.
I mean,
the movie version,
he doesn't actually age.
The movie version, he's like 25, but I'd call him more like in his 30s.
Okay, and then
the 70-year-old,
and then you've got Old Man Thor, who is the last of the gods. And I'm sorry, just an overall, I loved the book.
I thought it was a good book. The only thing I don't like about it is we know he's a god. We know he's from Asgard. Quit it with the fucking typeface already. I can't read half of it.
I think that's the whole point, though, because they're trying to portray how he speaks. And Thor talks like this. He's that guy, and he speaks like that.
Can't they just do italics?
I liked it though.
I
like the typeface shows creativity. The art was very painterly, like very watercolor-esque, not not computer inked and stuff.
Right.
Loved it. It was the Thor, the second Thor, middle Thor.
Mm-hmm.
So good looking in that. Like the look of that character.
I like that little story. I want to read that story. Like what happens during that whole section.
Oh, the middle Thor. No. I will read a book of Old Man Thor forever because he was grizzled and pissed and didn't have an arm and was missing an arm, and I loved it. By the way, it's the Marvel Thor. Sorry, in case anybody don't know. I really did. We don't read a lot of Thor. Neither one of us. I'm very Thor on the subject. Had to throw it out there. But overall, Jason Aaron is a really good writer. I've read a few of his things lately. I think he might be doing a little bit with Wolverine and the X-Men.
See, that reminds me, before we go on for a second, who's your favorite comic right now?
Like, what do I read right now the most?
Yeah, if you were to say my favorite comic book character, blah.
I don't know. Okay. I really don't.
Well, I know mine. Gina was asking earlier, and I was like, well, right now the only one he's buying is X-Men.
All New X-Men is currently my favorite. I think if you had to pick anything as of right now, that's my favorite book. So I guess I would have to go X-Men at the moment.
Fair enough.
This is my and I've said this today when I was book shopping. Marvel has better characters sometimes. They're down to earth. They're more relatable.
Right.
But DC does better solo stories. Like, just one-offs.
I need to let you read my my number 20 of the Green Lantern.
I know, I've heard about it.
So good.
I
mean, it's big double issue.
But
oh my god, it's so good.
If
Jeff Johns is a god.
I don't know. I would have to say all New X-Men.
What would you rate Thor God of Thunder #1?
I would give it a 3.5. I want to see where the story goes.
Out of 5? Okay, I'm like, damn!
No, out of 5. Comics are out of 5.
Okay.
3.5 out of 5. The art is probably a 5 for me. I loved the art.
Take it easy, Ryan.
Ryan.
Thanks for coming by. For me, I'm going to rate this out of 5. You say it's amazing and you give it a 3 out of 5.
Because I want to see where... I need to see more. All you got was the early on of this story. So my brain wants to complete the story.
I'll give it a 3. I thought the art was okay. Not my cup of tea.
I actually had more of a problem with early Thor. The big eyes on early Thor at some points, the weird eyes, did get me.
The art, not my cup of tea. The writing, I did not... Or the penciling, or whatever it's called. I did not like the lettering. Lettering, that's the word I'm looking
lettering,
for.
Yeah.
I just don't like the... I understand why, but I just didn't like the lettering. So I liked the story premise. I like the premise of the story, though. So I'll give it a 3. I may continue reading. I've got a lot I'm reading right now that I didn't realize it.
I went and bought these two.
I'm reading Nightwing, Green Lantern, Justice League. Oh God, what do I got? I think I got 2 more.
I went and bought Justice, the 3 trades, and Dark Knight stuff.
And you got me Green Lantern, which I need to get.
I got you an old Green Lantern book.
Rebirth?
Yeah, you need Rebirth.
I need Rebirth
Anyway,
first.
So overall, we give it a 3 to a 3.5. I could probably be a 3.75, even a 4 pushed. I really did like it.
Fair enough.
A 3.5 is really good. It's good for comics. 4 is almost perfect. Most comics you can't get a 5 because everybody has there's always something.
No. Number 20 was a 5 for me.
All right. Anyway, so we're going to move on to our new verses. New verses last week was given to us by the Keymaster last week.
That reminds me. These first stories, were there names next to them?
There are not names next to them.
Okay.
So the Keymaster suggested Dead Parents Edition. So it was the Battle of the Orphans.
Fair enough.
And I chose Luke Skywalker.
And I went with Harry Potter.
And we're going to get the most current up-to-date on this.
You're a wizard, Harry!
So crapping close, though.
I won. 25 votes for Harry Potter, 18 for Luke Skywalker. I won.
That is crap. Expelliarmus your butt. I hate
Which
you.
is funny because before you said, "Hey, bring it up and let's tweet it," you were winning.
I know. I ruined myself.
You shot yourself in the foot. Alright, so now it's time to get into this week's Noob Versus. And we gotta ask our lovely producer to send us his.
What is the suggestion this week? Will be sibling rivalries.
This week will be, let's see, 2 versus 2 must be siblings, either boys or girls or one of each.
I got Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
Oh, okay. Must be brothers
Or sister. Brothers and sisters.
or both boys and girls. Okay, let's see. Brothers and
Ooh,
sisters.
Power Pack's good, but there's like 5 of them.
Wait, do clones count?
We need a ruling. Do clones count?
I don't know. Do clones count?
Ruling.
We're gonna ask our producer.
No!
Dang, I take that one out.
You were going to go Wolverine, wouldn't you?
No, I was gonna go with Superman and Superboy.
That's Connor, by the way.
I know.
Must be born, not grown. Dang it!
Wait. I can think of this. Hang on, I gotta go through my stuff here. Siblings.
Could always be the
Wait, who
use
did
the
you
Wonder
pick?
Twins.
Who did you pick?
Magneto's children.
Magneto's kids.
Yep. Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch.
I can't think of
Who are also
I mean,
both
other than
Avengers.
the Wonder Twins, which I don't want to go with the Wonder Twins. There's not really another set of brothers. I mean, I'm sure there's tons of them that I'm not thinking.
Don't
of.
think comics. Think anything else.
No, that would be wrong. Couldn't do that one because there's not enough power there. Who you got? Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
I'm gonna need something. Otherwise, I win by default.
Otherwise, you win by default. Let's
Stop
see.
looking at your stuff. There's nothing here for you. There's nothing here for you.
I'm looking around. What's do I got?
You got nothing.
It's gonna be brothers. See, I keep thinking of things, and I'm like, dang it, they're not actually related.
You got nothing. Damn it. You're getting all kinds of stuff here. Katrina and Melina from Mortal Kombat.
Wiccan and Speed from the Young Avengers.
Younger versions of my picks.
No.
I need something. Come on.
Ooh! Wait a minute.
How do you
Cyclops and Havoc.
Oh! We both went Marvel on that one.
Yes, we did, but it was taking me a minute. I was trying to think of it, and I know in at least one universe,
They're always brothers.
well, Havoc was in the newest X-Men movie.
Okay,
way
no.
too early.
We're talking Marvel proper.
Okay.
616.
Yes! Yeah, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
No! You are going down. No one. Scarlet Witch took everyone out. 95% of the mutant population. And she went, I'm done. Boom. No more mutants. Everything's done. Quicksilver, come on.
Wait. But if you follow that logic, guess who's still around after she did that? Cyclops! Word!
He's the new Magneto. He's an evil bastard.
I'm just saying.
Although,
Just saying.
I like him evil. I'm not even going to lie.
I do too.
I've been reading it on All New X-Men. I've been reading him in that.
Right. Is he evil or is he just Magneto evil?
He's Magneto evil as in like, I'm doing what's right.
Right. Wow. And a Vulcan if you need a third brother. Ooh, apparently there's 3 of
There are
them.
3 of them, yes.
But
I don't know
still,
Vulcan's
I'm thinking
powers.
Cyclops and Havoc can whoop your ass.
No. Quicksilver, you're not going to hit him, and Scarlet Witch is going to go, you're gone.
Oh no, Quicksilver's easy. Melt the ground.
They don't melt.
And-
They don't melt the ground.
Oh, blow it up, whatever. And then Scarlet Witch, if you want to go after, if you want to talk about the fact that she made all of them disappear, after she did that, she was so bent out of shape that she was useless. Because Vision didn't love her anymore. Oh wait, here we go. You're going down. You're going down. You're going down.
Oh, man.
All right, we're going to move on to the next section of
Coming
the show.
attractions. This month of June, we've got the internship was yesterday, day before. Man of Steel is on the 14th. World War Z, not going to see it. Zombies Can't Run on the 21st. White House Down on the 28th.
This week, let's see, who finished first? Did Fast 6 reign atop once more? No, The Purge finished at 36.3 million.
Fast and Furious 6 was at 19.7.
Now You See Me, 19.5. I wanted to go see that. Did you hear good things about it?
I've heard great things about it. Internship is 18.1, and Epic took in $12 million. I will not go see World War Z. Someone must go see it and send it to us, because I'm not doing it.
Alright, so from there we're going to move on to the short box.
Short box is where
before I forget, back up to coming attractions. As always, if you guys go see a movie that's nerd-worthy and you want us to read your movie review on air, then send it to us at nerdandthenoob@gmail.com. We're not in stereo. It's back and forth. I can do that. So be sure to send us that.
We're going to move into the short box, which is supposed to be our quick, fast-paced article thing where we just find something we want to say something about and move on.
Right. This one is Benicio del Toro joins Guardians of the Galaxy cast maybe as the Collector. This was found by two people.
Lily Hamilton and Anthony Whitehouse.
Let's take a look at the story so far. Who is good Benicio del Toro?
Benicio del Toro.
Didn't we look at this one already?
No.
Alright, earlier this week we learned that Benicio del Toro was cast in Guardians of the Galaxy. It wasn't revealed at the time who he would be. But we know his character will be built to be part of the future Marvel films. I figured that he would end up playing Thanos, but according to a source from CBM, the actor's actually playing the Collector. It's no secret that the Collector will be in the film. I just originally thought that Lee Pace would be taking on that role. Who was the Collector?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know enough about them. But hey, Google his name. You'll recognize him. Good actor. So, I'm okay with this. Bring in all the top talent you want, because this movie's going to need talent to bring them in.
Yeah, because it's... Oh, yeah, I know who this is. Okay.
Good bad guy.
Yeah, he is. It's... If you're a... Oh, my God.
Marvel fan?
If you're a fan of the Marvel movies that have been coming out, and you like the Avengers and all that good stuff, then you're going to go see this movie.
Yes.
Okay? But as far as just standalone... Nobody knows this. I mean, even before Iron Man came out, people knew who Iron Man was.
The Collector is an elder of the universe that liked to collect rare and unusual specimens of life.
Oh.
So, we have a producer, and we have
a wiki.
A wiki.
Yeah.
Agamemnon, you are our wiki.
I think he sits there with, like, the wiki open.
I do, too. I think we're going to get you a title.
Ophelia Lovibond is set to play an aide to a near-immortal character which gathers artifacts and beings in hopes of saving them from a foretold galactic annihilation. Oh, cool. There's no confirmation if this news is true or not, so treat it as a rumor or speculation for now. I can, however, see the Collector showing up in future Marvel films.
Quit with yawning, it makes me yawn. Do you think Del Toro fits the role? Just a plain answer? Sure.
I don't know enough about the character. I mean, if it's just some collector, then it could be any number of people. But if he's got some kind of evil shtick thing going on, then
I don't think he's
probably
evil so much as just what he thinks he's doing is cool and everybody else doesn't. Let's move on.
All right. Let's do this. Les, for these, we did 5 minutes for the long box. Short box, let's put a max of about a minute.
Maybe 2, depending on where we're at in the conversation.
I'll tell you what, do 2 minutes. If we cut off early, that's great. If we do it late, holler at us. Havoc, back in X-Men Days of Future Past. Let's take a look at here. Reports of James Marsden taking a flight to Canada while X-Men Days of Future Past is in production there didn't convince me fully that Cyclops will be appearing in the movie. But if I had to guess, I'd probably say he is. Why not? What do I stand to lose?
At the same time, the snap of Lucas Till is probably a strong indicator that Havoc will be back. Back in April, Till didn't seem to know if he'd have a part in the film, but it seems that has been sorted out in the meantime. So
I'm assuming it's that guy?
Yeah. I don't know who the short dude is with him.
Let's see. The snap came with a caption pointing out that they're not on the X-Men set. There's a picture in the article. Cool.
Of him in the area where they're filming. Okay, whatever. Moving on.
By one Pierre Fitch. Oh, okay. Just some person. Some random dude. Next up is Luke Cage leads Avengers starting in September. I may start grabbing this one.
I'm okay as long as it's not The Rock in the movie.
The Mighty Avengers return to Marvel. Today, during today's Next Big Thing call, Marvel spilled the beans on those teasers we've been seeing all week and unveiled their newest ongoing title, Mighty Avengers. The series is set to launch this September with writer Al Ewing and artist Greg Land at the helm. Ewing and executive editor Tom Brevoort were on hand to discuss a different breed of Avengers, diversity in comics, and who the Ron Swanson and Leslie Knope of this team might be. This looks like an awesome team,
Let's
by
just
the way.
give them the team, and then the team is going to be Luke Cage, Super Spider-Man, Blue Marvel, Power Man, She-Hulk, and White Tiger.
Now, isn't Luke Cage and Power Man the same guy?
Who the hell is Super Spider-Man?
I don't know, but I want to read this one. Like, if this is an 001, I want to read this. I may have to go and put this on my list.
What's the release date on it?
Oh, wait, I guess I could look up here. Does it say date? Does it say a date?
No, it's not going to.
It will take place in the midst of Marvel's Infinity event as Thanos sets his sights on the mostly Avenger-less Earth. The team headed by Luke Cage rises up to defend the planet against Thanos' invasion. The book will be an integral component to Infinity. Oh, shenanigans. Now I have to go. Agamemnon! I need to know if I need to read anything else before this. I don't know anything about the Infinity event. Let me know.
All right. Ooh, more stuff. Keep going. This is a really long article. It might have needed to be at the top.
In the long box. I don't see when
there's
it's
not a
coming
release
out,
date
though.
on it yet, or did it say at the top? It did not.
September.
Okay, it'll come out in September. Moving on.
Awesome. Hey, we got the time from that. That was 2 minutes. High five.
Kick-Ass himself is lead to play Quicksilver.
Thank you.
Aaron Taylor, it looks like he is in the lead to play the role of Quicksilver in the Avengers version.
Oh.
Because there's another one in the X-Men version, Evan Peters. I like this kid, and I've seen the previews for Kick-Ass 2.
Mm-hmm. I want to see that movie.
He's turned into a superhero actor.
Yeah.
So I'm down for that. I really have no clue how they're going to do a costume for him, though.
Why?
Because it's not a good costume.
What do you mean?
Quicksilver's got a very 70s costume. Like, the high collar and everything.
Take the teen version. It was kind of trimmed down a little bit.
I don't know. It's just bodysuit.
I mean, but for that point...
Although he's used to wearing a bodysuit.
For that point, you've got Flash wears the bodysuit. Other than that, they're not X-Men versions. They're not really doing those whole costume things.
I don't know.
They could pull Hawkeye. Hawkeye didn't.
Hawkeye's not a mutant, though.
Let's see. Next up. What is this?
That's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Next up, we're moving over to internet news real quick. This one made me happy. I think it was the only thing I contributed.
ComicAlliance.com is back.
It was bought by Town Square, including the staff, and a couple of months maybe after it closed its doors, the website is back up. This is a main website. If you don't go to any websites, go to this. It's ComicAlliance.com. It's one of the main ones I use. They do great artwork stuff. They do great cosplay stuff. And then they post on so much news.
Right.
So just that was just a real quick. I wanted to put it back out there.
Apparently we forgot. This was done? I'm sorry. By the way, the last article was found by Carrie Gray. The one about Kick-Ass guy playing Quicksilver. We're so sorry. We're horrible about saying who found these.
Next up in gaming news, Scorpion as a downloadable content for Injustice Gods Among Us. And all I gotta say is, duh fuck?
Let's see.
Why add Scorpion? Who? Why?
Let's see. WB Games and NetherRealm Studios have revealed the next playable character DLC for Injustice: Gods Among Us, Mortal Kombat Scorpion. The above trailer shows off his moveset and new costumes designed by artist extraordinaire DC Comics co-publisher Jim Lee.
Why?
Scorpion will release on an undisclosed date for 400 Microsoft points or on Xbox 360 or $5 on PlayStation Network.
Why?
Pay attention to the very end of the above trailer to see a hint of who might be Injustice's next downloadable character. Spoiler, it's a fan favorite.
Why?
Because...
Why?
Because?
Why?
Because?
Moving on.
Moving on. Next thing up is Kiefer Sutherland to replace David Hayter in Metal Gear Solid.
It would appear that David Hayter is, for some reason, not reprising his role as, what is it? What is his name? I can't think of his name. Snake. In Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain, Kiefer Sutherland will be doing the new voice, and Solid Snake, thank you. I like his voice, so I think he's okay.
As long as he doesn't say anything about 24.
It's been 24 hours. You son of a bitch!
Wait, you've been watching that show way too much. You said it just like Lily says it.
I know.
First look at Hobbit 2.
Evangeline Lilly's elf warrior in The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. I say it's Smaug. Does she not look like, Liv Tyler in that?
A little bit. When The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug hits theaters on December 13th, there will be a fresh face, I'm assuming is what that word is, face among the residents of Middle-earth. Tariel, an elf warrior played by Evangeline Lilly of Lost fame. She's slightly reckless and totally ruthless and doesn't hesitate to kill, says Lily.
Woo!
She's also not found anywhere in J.R.R. Tolkien's original fantasy novel or in any of Tolkien's other writings for that matter. So this is just a new chick.
Yep.
Director Peter Jackson is co-writers of the Hobbit trilogy. Fran Walsh and Philippa Bowens invented the character to expand the world of the elves of Mirkwood Forest and to bring some more female energy to the otherwise male-dominated Hobbit narrative. Tarl is the head of the Elven Guard, Lily explained. She's a Sylvan elf, which means she's of a much lower
played that card in Magic
than the elves we all become acquainted with in The Lord of the Rings. She doesn't hold the same kind of status that Arwen or Galadriel or Elrond or Legolas do. She's much more lowly. She sort of goes against the social order of the elves a little bit.
I'm good with bringing more chicks in.
I'm good with that.
Alright, moving on.
Apparently Benedict Cumberbatch is
Smaug. I like the name Smaug.
Is he going to do something like Smaug? Next up is
Mel Gibson is to
movie
be
news.
The villain forever.
Oh, we're in movie news.
Mel Gibson is said to be joining the Expendables 3 as the villain. He's crazy, like batshit crazy.
Yeah, you're reading this one.
Mel Gibson came under some fire last night at the Mel Brooks tribute, still the butt of jokes after his career-ending moves with the police, anti-Semitism, racism, drinking, philandering, accusation of violence against his baby mama, and so on. And, of course, the Beaver. But now I'm told that Gibson will appear in the Expendables 3, the third installment of Stallone's shoot-'em-up series that also features his former Planet Hollywood buddies and partners Bruce Willis and Arnold Schwarzenegger. There's no confirmation yet, but the rumor is that he is going to end up as their villain.
Interesting. What do we got? Got DC news.
This goes along with our Man of Steel stuff. I think I mentioned these earlier, so we may be able to just throw them out there. You need to shrink that.
Zack Snyder confirms huge Man of Steel Easter egg. You have probably already read yesterday's rumor describing how Man of Steel might be into a shared DC universe in a scene which reveals the Wayne Enterprise logo on a satellite. Now we have confirmation from Zack Snyder himself, and he also brings up Lex Luthor's name. The Wayne Enterprise logo is on a satellite that Zod destroys. I don't know if this means they'll team up, the director explains. Everything is interesting at this point, and don't forget that Lex is out there doing who knows what.
I know. So, I was right about the Wayne Enterprises thing. Moving on!
What else we got? Fable to become a movie. I was so
Before
excited.
you freak out It's not Fable, the video game. DC Comics Fables, targeted for film adaptation with Royal Affair director. David Heyman, who produced the Harry Potter movies, is developing the fantasy project. Fables is DC and Vertigo's long-running acclaimed comic book series about fantasy adaptations, like Little Red Riding Hood, Three
Little Pigs.
Three Little Pigs, all of those, the old fairy tales and fables and stuff. Bill Willingham is the creator. He started it in 2002, and I've seen some of the stuff. It's really cool, but I
think it would be better than his television.
It's like what would happen if they were in real life.
Fair enough. I don't know. This is one I think I found. This one is season 2 of Arrow to be 23 episodes.
There's a whole article to just say, oh, there's a Twitter picture of 23 slots for episodes. Nice.
Coolio. It appears that the second season of CW's Arrow will be another 23 episode order, as evidenced. And I totally just
what in the hell are you doing?
As evidenced. Oh my God, where did it go?
It's right there.
As evidenced.
You gotta zoom out a little bit.
Above. The show's writers just reassembled to begin work on the next season. From comic book movies exclusive interviews with executive producer Andrew Krinsberg, we know that the second season will feature Oliver Queen taking on a new mission and moving away from the Hood moniker while tweaking his costume and acquiring new crime-fighting gear. Filming set to begin this July.
Punching Glove Arrow.
I hope he doesn't do the weird arrows, but I hope they do get away from the Hood moniker. Because
the Hood?
I don't know why I'm saying it Hood. That's really strange.
It's the Hood moniker.
I don't know. Shut up.
It's the Hood.
But guys, go back and read this article. Remember, any links that we talk about can be found on our Reddit page, because the short box stuff doesn't get put on the description.
No, the Mexican Arrow.
The next one is found by Carrie Gray.
We noticed.
It says possible spoiler for New 52 DC Comics. Do we want to do it? No, really?
I got a yawn in the middle of it.
Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. Now I know what it is. The arrival of a spoiler in the New 52 in next week's Wonder Woman. The pen and ink art files to the upcoming issue of Wonder Woman leaked onto the internet earlier this week. These days, such files aren't lettered, so we have to muddle through trying to work out what's going on. Spoilers, obviously. Cliff Chung's work, however, is rather clear, and we get a proper knockdown fight across London and through a boom tube. The journey more of a Doctor Who time corridor than an instant portal, and an indeterminate fate for a fan favorite half brother of Diana, Linux, and Cassandra using her power on Zola. But we've been getting a few reappearances of much loved characters of late. All new X-Men and Dazzler, The Movement and Rainmaker, Wonder Woman, and
the High Father. They're bringing back the New Gods.
Oh,
I like that, and he looks good, actually.
I thought that was a bad guy.
No, that's the High Father.
That's a new god. Is that where the thing from Young Justice, the New Gods, wasn't that them? Okay, cool. I just don't read enough of that stuff.
Moving on. Hey, that's the short box.
Wow. We'd like to thank everybody who submits stories. This week we had from me, you, Les, Carrie, and Anthony, and Lily. I almost forgot that one. So thank you guys for that. We do have a V Club. We've got a couple in here we're going to talk about. Cap versus Winter Soldier. This was found by Anthony Whitehouse. We're throwing all these in the chat, and then we'll go through and look at some of them. We've got Spider-Man spoiler pick, so if you don't want to know something about Spider-Man
I already know
2,
what that one is.
Don't look. We've got some new Thor 2 photos. We've got Beast fighting Magneto.
Go to They Did It All for the Wookiee. I've got to see this one.
I'll look in just a second. Beast fighting Magneto in X-Men Days of Future Past. This was found by Anthony Whitehouse. The Geekiest Parents Ever, found by Carrie Gray. I have to look at this one because you were laughing at it earlier, weren't you? It says it's 21 picks.
Oh, I have seen this.
The
Dad Who Built the X-Wing Bed.
Let's see. Oh, I went too far. The Dad Who Built His AT-AT Bed.
The Mom Who Made a Transformer Cake.
Oh my god. We've got the Batman's and Robin's father duo.
Tell me how much that they look alike. Oh my god.
Let's see. The dad who hacked Donkey Kong so his daughter could play as the princess.
I remember hearing about that. That was great.
The parents who put together a Super Mario room.
That looks cool. So good.
Another Super Mario room. Dad playing chess as Darth Vader. Little Luigi and Mario.
This is a cool article. BioShock costume. That little girl's creepy.
Wow, there's some.
Oh my god, go back up. That was a land speeder baby carrot stroller.
Sorting hat. A daughter dressed up like a Dalek. A
TARDIS baby doo-doo.
Yoda hat.
Warm my head is.
Wow.
Star Trek family photo.
Just wow. Cyborgs, or the Borg. A dad who wrote his son's age in binary.
0010.
Wow. Wally cake.
Finally, the parents are too geeky to stick to one fictional universe.
And a Death Star and the TARDIS.
That is a great article. I want that Yoda hat.
What else we got?
And I want to see they did it all for the Wookiee.
They did it all for the Wookiee. Okay.
And then we move out.
Alright, what else do we got in
He's
here?
a pimp.
We've got some videos this week.
The trailers we've got are Paranora.
This was
Paranoia.
Awesome. This was found by Carrie Gray. I looked at this. This looks so good. I'm gonna let you watch it later, but I saw it on YouTube earlier. So good.
The last trailer released for Man of Steel. Obviously, it comes out in like 5 days.
I'm not watching any more trailers.
I'm not either. And Lego Marvel Superheroes footage. I think I've seen this.
Found by
Anthony Whitehouse found it. So go check out the AV Club. Check out all the links. They'll be on our Reddit page. That's r/NATN.
Yep.
So check them out. All right. Question of the week last week was: you're going to become a supervillain. What's your name and powers? We're gonna run through the ones that are on here. I've got one on email.
Look. William McCamus. McCamus. He did a couple of them. First one name was Moss. Ability controls flora and fauna in love with poison ivy. Okay. Next one was called his next name was Nicolas Cage. Ability ruin good movies.
Kevin Tomey said I would be the hashtag. My ability would be making people only be able to speak in hashtags so they go insane.
Nice.
I need clarification on this next one from Denny Breaks the Lawler. I think it's Denny Lawler. The Gentleman is the name. His powers are teleportation and can break every bone in the human body with a single touch. How is that gentlemanly? Finally, a friend of mine, Kayla Beth. I'm going to let her know she's on the show. She says she's too sweet to be a villain. I know way better. But she did want to point out that there's already a villainess in the Marvel Universe called Kayla, and she's Queen of the Netherworld.
Nice. The producer's villain name will be Sin, the lost son of Hades. Powers will be superhuman strength and the ability to use Hades' pitchfork.
And now for the final one, my favorite came from the email Everlasting Guild. I'm sorry, I don't have your name. Their name would be Dr. Von Squishy. I've decided to read it such. I can turn people into a sentient Play-Doh substance and then mold them into a weapon that would then harden or just tear them apart. My other power would be to not be harmed by any blade or projectile because I am squishy! I love that one. Thank you so much. That one was fantastic. All of them were really good. Let's see here. What are our choices for this week?
This week, we got to do just the time. What's the I think we should go with what's the ending? What do you think the ending of the Man of Steel is going to be?
It'll be good because we'll do it after we've seen
Thank
it.
You.
My ending is still Man of Steel, the Superman, and it comes in on the newspaper.
Okay. I say the ending is at least one tie-in DC character that they've been keeping a trap shut on is going to come in, and that's how they're going to build into the next movie.
No.
Or
not after the end of this movie, not the after one. Not the after.
I'm just the last scene is the last scene, sucker. Or he goes flying out into space and comes across
Green Lantern.
the tower or the
the watchtower.
The watchtower.
All right, so question of the week
and
is
next week. By the way, before we forget,
next week is strictly a Man of Steel and Superman show. We will not be discussing any other news. So if you have big news, please share it on the social networks so that it can get out there.
Les has gathered all kinds of old Superman news and everything, and we're going to talk about Superman. I mean, yes, if we run short on stuff, we will go through and make sure that we make sure everything looks good. But otherwise, it is a Superman show,
just like Batman.
Did we do a fully Batman show?
We did full Batman.
Did you go back and look?
Even our Noob Versus was Batman.
Oh yeah. Les, make sure we have a good Noob Versus for Superman next week. So
that would be our show. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to get in touch with us in any way, shape, or form, we can go through the social media sites, Facebook and Twitter. Both of those are Nerd and the Noob. You can email us at nerdandthenoob@gmail.com. We are on Reddit, r/NATN. What else?
Sorry.
What else you got?
No, that's about it. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Out.